right, welcome back to the Crypto Marketland. My name is Dave, and today we are starting on the 4-hour time frame on the Bitcoin chart. Normally I start on the 1 week with you, but since on the 1 week we hadn't had any significant changes, I will start on the 4-hour. If you are interested on the 1 week setup, you can look on the video from yesterday and you will get a preview what's happening there at the moment. So I want to go with you quick on the 4-hour because my main target today is the 1-hour chart. So we still have the downtrend on the 4-hour chart, multi-month downtrend, so we need to consider that. And I marked up important levels such as the 50% fib level on this whole down move. It's sitting on the 100,000, and also interesting is the 99,000 on the 50-week EMA. So these are very important targets, these two. So on the 4-hour, we have the multi-week W time frame is still intact also. The W would be invalidated if we are crushing below the low of the week, so that's obviously not happened at the moment, so it's still intact. And so let's look what's happened since yesterday. So since yesterday we got a push through the 50 EMA on the 4-hour with a green vector candle and pushed into the downtrend. I took yesterday 25% on my long trade here, so I'm very happy with that. And at the moment we are hovering in the no man's zone. So I will go now in the 1-hour chart to give us a brief look into the price action. So as you can see, we got some new updates on the heat maps, and I will start with you on the 12-hour chart. So as you can see, still the short orders from the top side are intact. These were the people that shorted on the first and second try, the first try here, second try here, and third try here. So these are good short orders that started here. Yesterday, some short orders got also in on this wick, as you can see here. And that here, these three heat map targets are more the less experienced traders. So that I'm not interested in those three. On the bottom side, we have the low of the day, and also some people got in yesterday on this small W, on the small wick below the wick we had the day before. So that's also a pretty nice target for me. If I load up for you the 7-day. So on the 7-day, we are also heated here in this area in the 88,500. On the top side, the liquidity is a little bit lower since yesterday. We have only a small heated area here, not really interesting. So we are heading now into the weekend. So it is important that you know that the weekend is here to trap you. So as you can see on the last weekends, the volume is always low because the market maker is not in the market. And if you are opening a trade on the weekend, it's mostly a trade that you will get stopped out or liquidated. Why? Because the market maker is not here and only our whales are active. And if you wanted to, let's say you wanted to short this hole, you said, oh, this looks very bearish to me, I will took a short order from here and short into the bottom, you would get stopped out on this. Also on the other way around, if you said, oh, we had a nice down push and we will head further to the upside, and you opening a long position from here on the weekend and said, I will cover this wick here, you also would have gotten stopped out. And that's very bad because you don't want to get stopped out. So on the weekend you will get stopped out to the top and to the bottom, and yeah, that's not cool. We can also look on the week before of that. it's pretty much the same. So you would get stopped out to the bottom, and you would got stopped out to the top side. And yeah, either way, the weekend is more or less not a good time to open a trade. So since we are between those heated zones, and I said yesterday and the day before that I'm looking to add to my long position on the downside here, because that's the interesting area where we have the 1 hour green vector candle here, we have the 1 hour green vector candle here, and also we have the 12-hour and the 7-day heat map here. In between here, that's more or less uninteresting for me, because it's in the middle of nowhere, and I want to get a good entry and not FOMO into an FOMC pump or into a pump into resistance zone. So interesting. I will load up for you the 1 month. On the 1 month, I marked it also here. You can see also on the top side very much heated in above the high of the week. And this 3 month, I will load it also up for you, is also heated on the top side. So overall, you can see this zone here on the top is very interesting, but we have the high of the week with 3 hits to the high, and we have the resistance zone, multi-month resistance zone. And you need to consider that that this is a high short area for the bears, and I personally don't want to open any longs into the resistance. So you want to open longs in the support zone. So personally, I'm still, as I said, looking to the downside to open longs, and I will open the 12-hour heat map again. And as you can see, also on the low of the week, there is some liquidity, but on the lower end, the interesting zone is here. Also, what I will add to you are the 100x orders. And as you can see, the 100x orders are stacked into the heat map on the top side, clustered here, and the long orders are clustered here. So if you're opening here, you are opening in the middle of nowhere, also the fuckery zone. You don't want to do this. And so I can't add too much to it to you at the moment, because yeah, you need to watch and reassess when the price move in either direction. And yeah, my main target, as I talked already on the start of the video, is the 50-week EMA and the 50% FIB level. And I hope we come back here to the downside, to the heat maps and to the vector candles, that I can add some to my long position from 84,000, and then ride the wave into the 50-week EMA and the 50% FIB. But before we reach that level, we need to look how the price will react in this heat map here and in this zone, and look if the bears are still there. And at the moment, as you can see, the bears are still there. Also, the volume is pretty low at the moment. The candle at the moment shows a vector candle, but that's only because the volume was so low at the moment. So it needs a lot more volume to be counted as a valid vector candle. And so yeah, you need to consider, don't open, I would recommend don't open any trades on the weekend. It's now the last session before the US is starting, and after the US the weekend is on, and the market will be very low volume, slow, and people will open many trades here and will get wicked into both sides as the last weekend. So yeah, consider that. We have also, what's interesting, a delta increase. Yesterday we were around 255 million. Now we are sitting at 1.6 billion. So on this small pump here, we added 1.4 billion on the long side. So that is also interesting for the market maker to get those long orders. That's mostly like this long orders here. They will get flushed out. And yeah, as I said, it's interesting to see if the market can give us some more down movement to get into a nice positioning on the low end side. So yeah, I hope you get some value from this, and I wish you a nice weekend. And yeah, if you like the content, give me a like, and I wish you a good one.